Hello and welcome to New Member Orientation Part 1. Today we're going to talk about Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. You've been invited to join and serve in Rotary. Rotary is the world's premier service organization. Nearly 1.22 million members in 32,176 clubs in 168 countries of the world. Ketchikan's first city Rotary Club is one of two clubs in Ketchikan. We are the Breakfast Club and of course the finest and most fun club in Ketchikan. The other club is Rotary 2000. They meet at lunch on Tuesdays. This three-part orientation is designed to provide you with information about Rotary in general and our club specifically. You will learn about the responsibilities of membership and you will learn about some of the many rewards of being a Rotarian. So what is Rotary? Well, Rotary is an organization of business and professional people united worldwide who provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and help build goodwill and peace in the world. A Rotary Club is composed of business and professional people who have accepted the ideal of service as a basis for attaining fulfillment in their personal, vocational, and community life. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise and, in particular, to encourage and foster the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life, and the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Rotary is made up of three parts. At the heart of Rotary are our clubs that are supported by Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation. Rotary clubs bring together dedicated individuals to exchange ideas, build relationships, and take action. Rotary International supports Rotary clubs worldwide by coordinating global programs, campaigns, and initiatives. The Rotary Foundation uses generous donations to fund projects by Rotarians and our partners in communities around the world. As a nonprofit, all of the Foundation's funding comes from voluntary contributions made by Rotarians and friends who share our vision of a better world. Together, Rotary clubs, Rotary International, and the Rotary Foundation work to make lasting improvements in our communities and internationally. The Rotary Foundation of Rotary International was created in 1917 for the purpose of doing good in the world. It supports Rotary's efforts to further world understanding and peace. Programs include Polio Plus, Rotary Peace Fellowships, matching grants, district simplified grants, ambassadorial scholarships, and the group study exchange. Rotary Foundation is governed by 13 trustees. Cumulative contributions as of 2013 are $3.2 billion. Funding is supported solely by volunteer contributions from Rotarians and friends. In 1985, Rotary International launched Polio Plus, a commitment to eradicate polio. Through the efforts of Rotary and its partners in the fight against polio, more than 1 billion children worldwide have been immunized since 1985. As of June 2011, Rotary has committed more than $850 million to global polio eradication. In February of 2014, Rotary International posted on their website that Pakistan is the only country left with uncontrolled transmission and mainly within their tribal areas. Rotary was founded February 23, 1905 in Chicago, Illinois by attorney Paul Harris and 3 friends. His vision for this new club included a club that would kindle fellowship among members of the business community, a club that would represent a cross-section of the business and professional life of the community. Weekly meetings would be rotated from business to business, which gave rise to the name Rotary. The first Rotary meeting was held in the Unity Building in downtown Chicago. By the end of 1905, the club had 30 members. The first 4 Rotarians from left were Gustavus Lohr, Sylvester Scheel, Hiram Shorey, and Paul Harris. The second Rotary Club was formed in 1908 in San Francisco. Then a short leap across the bay to Oakland, where the third club was formed. Others followed in Seattle, Los Angeles, and New York City. The first convention was held in 1910 in Chicago, where the clubs organized themselves to form the National Association of Rotary Clubs. Rotary became international in 1910 when a club was formed in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, followed in 1911 with a new club in Dublin, Ireland. These new clubs resulted in a name change in 1912 to the International Association of Rotary Clubs. By 1921, the organization was represented on every continent, and the name Rotary International was adopted in 1922, which remains today. At that first convention in 1910, a motto was chosen for the new organization, recognizing its commitment to the idea of service. He profits most who serves his fellows best. In 1950, Rotary International adopted two mottos: He profits most who serves best, and Service above self. In 1989, the Rotary International Council on Legislation established the organization's principal motto, Service above self. One of the most widely printed and quoted statements of business ethics in the world is the Rotary four-way test. It was created by Rotarian Herbert Taylor in 1932 when he was asked to take charge of a company that was facing bankruptcy. Taylor looked for a way to save the struggling company mired in depression-caused financial difficulties. He drew up a 24-word code of ethics for all employees to follow in their business and professional lives. The four-way test became the guide for sales, production, advertising, and all relations with dealers and customers, and the survival of the company is credited to this simple philosophy. The four-way test was adopted by Rotary in 1943 and has been translated into more than 100 languages and published in thousands of ways. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? The Rotary emblem started as a wagon wheel representing civilization and movement. In 1922, coinciding with the name change to Rotary International, the gear with 24 cogs, 6 spokes, and the keyway was adopted. The keyway in a gear indicates that it is a driver gear, just as Rotary is a driving force in the community. Rotary clubs sponsor other service clubs and groups that broaden our reach, including Interact clubs for students 12 to 18, Rotaract clubs for young adults 18 to 30, and the Rotary Community Corps for non-Rotarians who share our commitment to service. Every year, Rotary International elects a new president. For the year 2014-2015, we have elected Gary Huang. He's from the Rotary Club of Taipei, Taiwan. And each year, the Rotary International president selects a Rotary theme. Mr. Huang selected Light Up Rotary. During his nomination speech, he explained why. An ancient Chinese scholar, Confucius, said, "It is better to light a single candle than to sit and curse in the darkness." Rotarians have always believed this to be true. When we are confronted by the world's problems, we are not paralyzed by despair, we're called to action. I believe that the best days of Rotary are yet to come. A Rotary that touches more lives and makes the world better every single day, and I look forward to serving all of you with all my heart in the 2014-2015 Rotary year to brighten up our world together. Rotary International supports 5 avenues of service. They are listed below. We will present how First City Rotary participates in each of these avenues of service in Part 2 of this orientation. So check out Part 2. We'll be sharing more about Rotary District 5010 and some of the specific functions of First City Rotary. We hope you've enjoyed learning a little about Rotary International and the Rotary Foundation.